We welcome you back to the Auxiliary Gymnasium here at the Hicksville Schools as we're getting ready for game number 2 of this junior high doubleheader. It's the 8th grade matchup up next between the homestanding Aces and the Paulding Panthers. Hi, everybody. Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television. Chris Warner here with us, operating the iPad Pro camera. I'm glad to have you with us. First game went to the Panthers 7th graders in 2 overtimes, so a little bit of a later than usual start. Let's begin by running down the rosters for both teams as we always do. We don't get starting lineups at the junior high level, so we just go through the entire roster. For the visiting Panthers, and again, we just have their first initials on the rosters that we were provided. Number 2 is Q Burns. Number 3, M. Dager. Number 13 is L. Grinnell. Number 21 is J. Mans. Number 33 is G. Parrott. Number 40, A. Mead. Number 44 is J. Gonzalez. And number 50 is B. Spear. So Burns, Dager, Grinnell, Mans, Parrott, Mead, Gonzalez, and Spear for the Panthers. On the Aces side, number 1, Gabe Liddell. Number 13 is Hudson Wright. Number 15, Vincent Van Horn. Number 25 is Wyatt Bell. Number 30, Brody Walter. Number 31 is Deacon Bell. Number 34, Connor Myers. Number 35 is Gideon Yoder. Number 41, Cyrus Swallows. And if needed, they can always dip down and bring up Jet Keysbury, number 4, and Curtis Wonderly, number 20, from the 7th grade squad. They have permission to do that. So those are the players, and we'll get ready to jump center circle. Again, a big thanks to all of our underwriters making our coverage possible. Jim Schmidt Family of Automotive Dealerships of Hicksville, Ohio. APT Manufacturing Solutions here in Hicksville, Ohio. The Hicksville Pharmacy. ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville. And the Subway Restaurant of Hicksville, Ohio. I want to thank all of them for helping make our broadcast possible. As our final seconds are going to tick down, and we're going to get ready to jump center circle here. And I know Christopher's hoping that we might get this one in regulation. I think that's, if I maybe correct me, but I think that's the first overtime that we've had so far this season in any of the games that we've covered.
Yes, definitely this season. I would even beg to differ for at least the junior high level the past 2 seasons. I do not remember having any junior high overtimes last season.
We usually get 1 or 2 every year, but I think that this last game was the first one for the 2022-2023 season. Tip is controlled by the Panthers, and a quick up and in. That's Mans. Gets the bucket, and Paulding goes out to the early 2-0 lead. Aces with the ball now. Walter down low, puts up the shot. It's going to be short, no good. Rebound to Paulding. That's Gonzalez. Gonzalez gets the ball off to Dager. Dager over to Mans. Mans down into the corner, shot up, and that's good from Burns. Burns makes it a 4-0 game. Here come the Aces looking to answer. Again, Brody Walter gets across the timeline. Walter tries to feed it down low to Van Horn. It's over his head, out of bounds, and back to the Panthers.
The last score, they actually gave him a 3-pointer for that.
So Burns gets a 3. We will make that correction. Mans, again, lays it up and lays it in. Tall, athletic young man.
He is very quick as well.
Yeah, no kidding. He's going to be a challenge for the Aces to try to defend. He's got a good, strong move to the basket. So Aces looking to inbounds as they find themselves down now 7-0. Van Horn gets the inbounds, gets it back to Walter. Walter over to Bell. Bell into the paint. Pulls up, puts it up, off the glass, no good. Gonzalez grabs the board. Quickly up the floor, Gonzalez over to Mans. Mans from three-point land, out of bounds, back to the Aces. 4:29 to go. Gideon Yoder getting ready to inbounds. Yoder gets it into Deacon Bell. Bell guarded by Gonzalez. Over to Walter. Brody, spin move. And a 30-second timeout from the Aces bench. So 4:18, and Hicksville wants to talk things over. They find themselves down 7-0 pretty quickly. Again, they only play 6-minute quarters at the junior high level, so we've only been playing for about a minute and 40 seconds, minute 42 to be exact. And the Aces have been able to get nothing going offensively here. This Paulding team, for a bunch of 8th graders, looks to be the real deal. I mean, they've got a good basketball team that they brought here tonight. Aces will have the ball, side court, when play resumes. Again, Bell looking ready to handle the inbounds. Bell looking things over. Gets it into Yoder, right back to Bell. He'll rock it across to Van Horn. Van Horn hands it off to Walter, who'll put up a prayer, no good. Back into the hands of Dager. Dager down to Mans. Mans will hold up, kick it back to Dager on the wing. Dager drives towards the baseline. He'll put up a running hook shot, no good. Ball comes down. It's a battle between Gonzalez. Ball pops out into the hands of Mans. And once again, he'll take it to the hoop. Lays it up, no good. Gonzalez tries the rebound. His putback is no good, but he's fouled in the attempt. So Gonzalez is going to go to the line to shoot 2. That'll be team foul number 1 of the first half on the Aces. Got to like Gonzalez's footwear. He's got the neons on. Gonzalez misses the first one. Gonzalez, second one, that's good. Gonzalez, 50% from the line so far. Makes it an 8-0 game. At least it should be 8-0, and they put that on the scoreboard, I'm assuming. There we go. Bell bounce pass to Walter. Walter down into the corner to Yoder. Oh, I take that back. That's 25. Excuse me. That's Wyatt Bell. To Deacon Bell. Van Horn. Back to Walter. Walter gets it to Wyatt Bell. Down on the baseline to Little. Liddell. Shot from 3 is... It goes over the head of the official. Almost hits the Panthers cheerleading squad. And it's back in bounds as Dager will bring it up the floor for the Panthers. Dager guarded by Walter. Now to Mans. Mans handed off to number 13. That's Grinnell. He'll put up. Well, that shot actually was Parrott. No good. Mans gets the rebound. And he'll drive in. He'll feed it over. Shot up. No good. And Deacon Bell grabs the rebound. That no good shot, by the way, coming from Grinnell. Walter to Van Horn to Bell. Deacon Bell turnaround, puts it up, no good. Van Horn grabs the rebound. Liddell gets it back into the hands of Deacon Bell. Bell drives into the paint, nothing there. Across to Wyatt Bell and back to Deacon Bell. Bell drives in. There's a whistle before he can get the shot off. It's going to be on number 33, Parrott, for Paulding. That'll be on the floor. So the Aces will get the ball on the baseline with 2:02 to go, down 8-0 in this 8th grade game. Spear in. He's number 50 for the Panthers. Nice pass in for Van Horn, up and good. Van Horn breaks the scoring ice for the Aces and makes it an 8-2 game. And Bell almost gets the steal, but can't control it before it goes out of bounds. It'll be Paulding's ball on the side. So Paulding needs to send somebody to inbounds the ball. They finally get Parrott to come over to do that. Parrott inbounds to Dager. Dager. That's to Meade. Meade to Parrott. Stolen by Bell. Bell's going to take the distance, lays it up and in. Deacon Bell with the steal and the layup to cut that lead in half. It's now an 8-4 game. Driving baseline, the shot up, no good. And it's going to be a foul, and it's going to be on the Aces, I do believe. Again on the floor. So the Panthers will get the ball with 1:15 to go in the first quarter. Burns back into the game. Also into the game for the Aces, number 13, Hudson Wright. Burns gets it in to Dager, who hits it for three. Dager makes it an 11-7 game and puts the lead back to 7 points. An 11-4 game, excuse me. And that's off of Hudson Wright out of bounds. The 1:01 to go. Panthers get the ball back. Mans will come in for Dager for Paulding, and Bell will come in for Wright for the Aces. Mans loses it. Bell grabs the ball. And back into Deacon Bell's hands. Bell's going to take the shot and hit it. Fade away from Bell is good, and it's 11-6. And the Panthers lead down to 5. Mans gets the ball in. And Mans going to have it slapped away from him. Out of bounds. They're going to... Not a foul there. Mans gets the inbounds. He'll shoot for three. Got it. Mans, 7 points now for him as it's back to a 8-point lead, 14-6 for the Panthers. Walter to Little. Little shot up, no good. Wyatt Bell to Deacon Bell. Deacon puts it up, and it's no good. That's the end of the first quarter after one. Panthers coming out explosively. They lead the Aces 14-6. Our 8th grade boys basketball coverage being brought to you in part by our Diamond Level underwriting supporter, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Hey, remember, if you're in the market for a vehicle, whether you're looking for something brand new or pre-owned, a car, truck, van, or SUV, check out the selection they have on the lots, or you can check out the entire dealer inventory online anytime at jimschmidtauto.com. Remember, it's always about service before, during, and after the sale at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. We want to thank them so very much for their continued support of all of our Aces sports broadcasts for all of 2023. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Getting ready for quarter number 2, 6 minutes on the clock. It's an 8-point deficit for the homestanding Aces, 14-6. Bill and Chris, your crew here tonight. He had an exciting 7th grade game, 2 overtimes. Panthers wound up victorious in that one. And now we've got 8th grade action underway, and we're glad to have you here with us. Van Horn, it's the Aces have the ball to start quarter number 2. He gets it into Walter. Walter guarded by Dager. Back to Van Horn on the wing. Van Horn drives into the paint, puts up the runner, it's good. Vincent Van Horn makes it a 14-8 game and cuts the Panthers' lead to 6. Mans over to Burns. Burns to Dager. Dager, long 3, no good. Rebound controlled on the baseline by Walter. Liddell went after it too. And Walter guarded by Mans, spin move. Gets it to Deacon Bell. Bell hangs onto it without the over and back. Loose on the floor, picks it back up. Bell to Wyatt Bell, back to Deacon. Kicks it out to Van Horn. Van Horn, too long. Gonzalez grabs it. Other way, Gonzalez holds up for his teammates. Back to Dager at the top of the key. Over the wing, that's Burns. Burns cut off at the baseline, puts up a high one for Mans. He'll shoot for 3 and hits it. Mans had the range on that one too. 17-8 now. It's a 9-point lead for the Panthers. Walter guarded by Dager. And it's grabbed by Gonzalez. Gonzalez puts it up. He'll get it and go to the line. 3 points now for Gonzalez. A chance for one more from the free throw line. Clock stops. 4:21 to go in the first half. It's 19-8. The Panthers up by 11. Gonzalez looking to make it a dozen. And he does. 11 points now for Gonzalez. Take that back. I put that on the wrong line. That's 4 points for Gonzalez. That shot's good. I didn't see who made it.
It was Mans.
Mans, okay. For 2. There we go. Mans now with 12. 22-8. Spear back into the game for the Panthers. Walter getting ready to handle the inbounds chores. He'll face Parrott. Walter gets the ball in. Tosses it to Liddell, who gets it back to Walter. Walter up the floor. Liddell loses it out of bounds. Lot on that ball, a little too high. Out of bounds, side court to the Panthers. Mans gets it into Parrott. Parrott will bring it across half court stripe. Under 4 minutes to go. Gives it to Burns. Burns to Mans. Now Meade with the ball. And Spear. Mans drives in, puts it up, and gets it to drop. What a shooter. Yeah, great player. Deacon Bell to Walter. And that one, again, it's like they're aiming for the cheerleaders.
Yeah.
Wow. Those girls should get some hazard pay here tonight. Ball inbounds to Parrott. Parrott will bring it up the floor. Parrott way out in three-point land. Shot's no good. Rebound comes down to Deacon Bell. Liddell helped him a little bit. Bell bounces it off of his foot and out of bounds. Past the halfway point of quarter number 2, Panthers with the inbounds. Parrott brings it up the court. Van Horn comes out to guard him. Feeds it down low to Gonzalez, and he'll be fouled going to the hoop. Team foul number 4 on the Aces now. And leading 24-8. Gonzalez will be at the line to shoot 2. Got the first one. He hasn't been doing too bad from the free throw line. Into the game for the Aces, number 34, Connor Myers. Gonzalez's second free throw is also good. Aces inbounds to Wyatt Bell. Back to Walter. Walter gets it out to Hudson Wright. Right to Wyatt Bell. Shot from outside from Connor Myers, no good. Still try to get it back. Walter gets it on the corner. He drives baseline, puts it up, no good. And that's going to be a jump ball underneath the basket, and it should go to the Aces. Does it? Nope. Goes to the Panthers. 2:23 to go in the half. Burns on the wing. Back to Dager. Dager. Gonzalez for 3. Hits it. Bell brings it up the floor. Bell puts up the shot. No good. Bell's going to draw the foul. I think that's going to be on Meade. That'll be in the act of shooting, and that'll send number 25, Wyatt Bell, to the line to shoot 2. Minute 54 left in the half. I think you're going to put that one on Meade. So Bell misses the first one. They're down 21. Substitution is Mans will come back in, and Burns will have a seat for the Panthers. Wyatt Bell, his second free throw, no good. Gonzalez with the rebound, quickly up the floor. Gonzalez feeds it over to Mans. Mans, nothing there. He'll gone in the corner, shot up, no good. That was Parrott that took the shot. Wyatt Bell comes up with the basketball. He'll toss it over to Walter. The minute 33. Walter off the top of Van Horn's hands and out of bounds, back to the Panthers. Some more substitutions as Meade will step out, and into the game for him again is Spear. Dager, guarded by Walter. Bounce pass to Gonzalez, up and good. Nice looking transition to make it 31-8. Walter to Van Horn. Back to Walter, top of the key. He'll drive into the paint, put up the shot, no good. Rebound loose on the floor. Walter comes up with it. Over to Van Horn. They'll move it around. Bell to Walter. Off onto the corner to Myers. Down low to Bell. Walter. Now back to Van Horn. Shot up, no good, and grabbed by Gonzalez. Gonzalez to Dager with 33 seconds. Down low to Gonzalez, up and good. 33-8, and the specter of going down by 30 points and getting the running clock begins to formulate for the Aces. What a block by Mans. Slaps it out of bounds Hudson Wright trying to take the shot. So Aces will get the ball out of bounds with 15.2 seconds. Walter will come out of the game, and in for him is Liddell. Little tried to get it to Van Horn. It goes out of bounds. They'll turn it back over to the Panthers. Mans will get it into Dager. Dager taking his time, 10 seconds, and a travel. So the Aces, with 9.8 seconds, are going to get the ball back with a chance to see if they can put a couple more points on the board here before halftime. Walter's going to check back into the game, as will Deacon Bell. Van Horn's going to handle the inbounds. Gets it in to Walter. Walter needs to move. Walter quickly up the floor, down low. Van Horn puts it up, no good. Gonzalez, and that's the end of the first half. The Aces try, but they can't get the ball through the hoop, and we've played the first 12 minutes here tonight. And at halftime of this 8th grade game, it's the visiting Paulding Panthers leading the homestanding Aces comfortably, 33-8, the halftime score. I'm going to do a couple of quick tabulations here, so I'll be ready to share unofficial scores for you before we get the second half underway.
And Bill, I feel like we're going to be seeing Mans here in the future years. If he is playing this well at the 8th grade level,
yeah,
I'm gonna like to see him as a freshman, a sophomore.
He is going to be a force to be reckoned with in the Green Meadows Conference. Yes. What a great player! I mean,
I feel like we're going to be seeing a lot of him the next 4 years.
He's tall. He is really athletic. He's
really fast,
and he's got a good eye for the hoop. I mean, he works through the traffic and lays up some really good shots. So
he's also a really clean player. I don't think he has a single foul to his
they only committed 2 team fouls that entire first half as a team. So
as much as he's doing, not committing any fouls as well.
Yeah. So we're at halftime, and again, it's 33-8. The Panthers in the lead. Want to say a big thank you to another one of our Diamond Level underwriting supporters making our coverage possible here on HIX-TV, and that's APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio. They're located in Hicksville's Industrial Park, a world-class facility where they offer welding, powder coating, robotic packing, and palleting solutions, and lots more. And they're looking to add to their team. They've got great positions available. If you'd like to find out more, great place to start a career, maybe a second career, hone the skills you already have, log on to www.aptmfg.com/careers for a full listing of all the opportunities that they have available. Many of them come with specialized training, certification opportunities. You can check it all out. You can also upload your resume, fill out an application online. They'd love to hear from you, and who knows, maybe you can become part of the APT Manufacturing family. We want to thank Tony Niswander and the whole gang at APT once again for their continued support of our Aces Sports broadcasts throughout 2023, and hopefully you will do the same. Our good friends over in the Hicksville Industrial Park, APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, and online at www.aptmfg.com/careers. 33-8, the Aces seemingly in control of this 8th grade basketball game. It's halftime. Going to take a break, but Christopher and I will be back, and we'll have all the second half action coming your way right here on HIX-TV. And, of course, we'll keep the live stream going here. As I'll wet my whistle once again. And stand up. See if I can get some blood flowing to the lower extremities a little bit. Long time here on the bleach, a little longer than expected, with an extended 2 overtime game for the 7th graders. And again, this is the last live stream we have for you this evening, but we are not done for the week. We don't have anything really scheduled On Tuesday, well, I'm going to be at the Rotary meeting, obviously. We'll be recording the Rotary program. But, yeah, we are not back in action until Wednesday. Now, Wednesday, Christopher's got a live stream that he's going to be doing at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And that's a special assembly that the school is doing. I know what they're doing, but I'm not supposed to say anything. So I guess there's an assembly about 2 o'clock tomorrow. So that's going to be right here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel with Christopher Warner. He's going to strap on the Steadicam probably to head down.
Yep.
And then, of course, also on Wednesday at 4 o'clock, we'll have the usual weekly live update where we'll fill you in on what's happening for the remainder of the week and look ahead to the first full week of February here on HIX-TV. On Thursday, it's the Antwerp Lady Archers coming to Hicksville for girls basketball action. Jim Seiler will be joining Christopher and I from the main gym. We'll have both the junior varsity and the varsity games starting just a little before 6 o'clock on Thursday night. Friday is day off, and then we've got more girls basketball action with the Lady Aces hosting Eden on Saturday starting at 6 p.m. And believe it or not, after that there's only one more home game for the Lady Aces. I believe that's on February 7th. And then we'll be getting ready for tournament action. And again, if you were missing, we were talking at halftime in the first game. The tournament draw was held on Sunday. And the Lady Aces did not have a great seed this year. And their draw was, it could have been better. They are going to be facing the number 2 seed, the Lady Pilots of Ayersville. And that'll be the late game, an 8 o'clock tip-off in the Division 4 sectional, played at Bryan on February the 16th, on Thursday, February 16th. So we will be there for that one. Go back to Bryan High School. It's a fun place to do games. They were very hospitable to us when we were there last year. Look forward to more of the same kind of treatment this year, I'm sure. So we're still, we like I said, the draw was just on Sunday, so we're still in the process of getting everything pinned down, but we don't anticipate there being any difficulty with us being able to be there, bringing you coverage for the girls' sectional outing at Bryan. And who knows? That's on Thursday, so if all goes well, we'll be back at Bryan on Saturday. We'll have to wait and see. That's why they play the games. And then once we get done with the girls' regular season on the 7th, then I think we've got, we don't have anything before the 7th, but after that, then we've got 3 home games with the boys' basketball team to finish up the regular season at home. And then, of course, coming up this coming weekend, it'll be the boys' tournament draw, so then we'll be finding out where the boys are going to be playing and with whom. And we'll pass that information along for you as well. It's a good reason to follow us on Facebook. We post that stuff as soon as we get it. Christopher does a pretty good job. Heck, sometimes he beats other, sometimes we get it first. Sometimes we don't, but sometimes we do.
Yes.
But, yeah, it's a great way to stay up to date. We not only keep you up to date with what's going on here at HIX-TV, and a lot of times if we have anything that changes with our broadcaster live streaming schedule outside of our weekly updates on Wednesday, we'll post that information for everybody on our Facebook page. And we also try to keep you up to date with the, important community information, stuff of note, things going on at the library. If we get any special weather announcements from the Sheriff's Department, the County EMA, Hicksville PD, or the National Weather Service, we'll pass those along, as well as stuff happening at the schools. And
what we also post on the Facebook page as well as our Instagram is score updates in case you're not able to watch the live stream. Maybe you're at work or something like that. We post, at least for the tournament games, we post the scores of every quarter. So you can come by every quarter and see how the Aces are doing.
So yeah, like I said, so if you haven't already done so, you can consider following us on Facebook. It's a great way to keep up to date, and you can, again, get notified right away whenever we have a live stream scheduled, new posts, and all that good stuff. Or you can follow us here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel as well. You can hit the bell for notifications. That way you'll know whenever we've got a live stream scheduled on the YouTube page. Or, again, whenever we post new programs to our video-on-demand library. So, And we thank all of you who have already done that. We have a lot of followers, a lot of subscribers. But, again, we're hoping to get 1,000 YouTube subscribers by the end of the season. And we're about 28 away. So, again, if you haven't done so, consider subscribing. We'd really appreciate it. Well, as we get ready to head into the second half, again, a big thank you. Welcome back, everybody, by the way. As we get ready for the second half, let's say another thank you to another one of our Diamond Level Underwriting supporters, and that's the Hicksville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy located right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. Full-service pharmacy for you and your family, as well as medical supplies and equipment, over-the-counter medications. In addition to that, they have gifts and sundries, greeting cards, candles, Ohio State, Michigan paraphernalia, lots more. It's a terrific place to stop, browse around, make it a part of the itinerary if you're planning a day in and around downtown Hicksville, Ohio. And, hey, if you want information on getting a flu shot, COVID booster, feel free to give them a call. They'd love to hear from you, 419-542-6218. I want to thank the Myers family again for their diamond level of support of all of our sports broadcasts for 2023. The Hicksville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy located right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. Unofficial scoring for the first half for the Aces, it's pretty quick. Vincent Van Horn had 2 buckets and 4, and Deacon Bell had 2 buckets and 4, and that's the 8 points. For the visiting Paulding Panthers, it went this way. Burns had a 3-pointer for 3, and Dager had a 3 for 3 points. After that, Gonzalez 1 3, 3 twos, and 4 free throws for 13. And leading all scorers, it's Mans. Mans had 2 threes and 4 twos for 14 points unofficially for our 33-8 halftime score. We'll get ready to get back into action here. 6 minutes on the clock. Again, if the Panthers should go up by 30 or more points, it'll institute a running clock, which will make things even tougher for the Aces. Hicksville will have the ball to start the third quarter. Gideon Yoder inbounds it to Walter, and we're underway. Bill and Chris, glad to have you with us here from the Red Zone, coming to you live on this Monday. Deacon Bell down in the corner, thinks about it, changes his mind, now drives baseline, pulls up, puts up the shot, no good. Gonzalez grabs the rebound. He'll toss it over to Dager. Dager taking his time coming up the floor. He'll wait for his offense to get set. Now to Mans. Mans down into the corner. That's to Spear. Back to Dager. Guarded by Walter. Dager drives down over to Burns. Burns will take it back out on top. Now to Spear. Spear goes over the line and turns it over. He's concentrating on his dribbling and not watching that line behind him and his feet. So over and back call gives the basketball back to the Aces. And the Panthers run their offense but are not able to score. So it remains 33-8. Van Horn down into the corner to Yoder. Yoder to Deacon Bell. Bell, bounce pass back to Yoder. Yoder tries to take it inside, bounces off his foot. It's loose on the floor. It's going to be a jump ball, and that'll go to the Panthers as Dager gets tied up with Little. Mans will inbounds. 4:46 to go. He'll toss it in to Dager. And again, Dager will bring it up the floor. They're moving a little bit more slowly. Looks like they're bounce pass down low to Gonzalez. He gets his own rebound. He'll kick it out. Burns puts it up. He hits it. And if that's a foul, he's going to go to the line to see if he can complete a 4-point play, which is something you do not see very often. And that's what's going to happen. Fouled in the act of shooting a 3-pointer. So it counts. That makes it 36-8. And Burns is going to have a opportunity to make it a 4-point play. And he doesn't. Ball loose on the floor. Walter grabs it. Aces down by 28. Walter takes it to the hoop. It's blocked by Mans, and it's going to go out of bounds. Gonzalez and Mans are both laughing. They were both trying to get it, and they were kind of working against each other unwillingly or unbeknownst to them. Sometimes in the heat, you just know somebody else is trying to get the ball away from you. You don't know what jersey they're wearing. So they were laughing about knocking the ball out of bounds. Walter puts it up and hits it. Brody Walter, his first 2 points of the night, makes it 36-10. Dager, pass down to Gonzalez, who will have it partially deflected into the hands of Deacon Bell. Bell over to Walter. Walter, now to Van Horn, back to Bell. Bell onto the wing to Little. Down low, Bell, bounce pass, and that's going to be knocked out of bounds out of Yoder's hands by Mans. Stay with the Aces. Well, they're going to say actually last touched by Hicksville. So Panthers will get the ball back. They're up by 26. Down low. Burns going to be fouled by Van Horn. That'll be a common foul on the floor. That's team foul number 2 on the Aces. 3:27 to go. Parrott gets the ball in to Dager. Dager to Burns. No good. Rebound bouncing around, and Walter comes up with it for the Aces. Walter quickly up the floor, feeds it off to Van Horn, over to Deacon Bell. Bell spin move. Bounce pass. Walter from three-point land, no good. And that's going to be off the hands of Little and out of bounds and back to the Panthers with 3:05 to go. Into the game for Paulding, number 13, Grinnell. As Mance will have a seat. Dager. Down into the corner. Shot up. No good. It's run down by Van Horn. And a whistle and a timeout from the Aces bench. So we're just past the halfway point of quarter number 3. 2 minutes, 50 seconds left to go on the game clock. And the Aces playing them fairly even so far here in the third quarter. I mean, they've only been outscored by 1 point, 3-2. Unfortunately, they were outscored a lot more than that in the first 2 quarters. So, again, it's a 26-point lead for the Panthers, 36-10. And again, if a team goes up by more than 30 points in the second half, they institute the basketball version of the running clock. So we'll keep an eye on that situation. But so far the Aces have managed to prevent them from taking that big of a lead, which is good. So the clock still operating normally here tonight in the red zone. I should say the red zone junior. We're in the auxiliary gym. So the horn will sound, and we'll get ready to get back into action here tonight. Pretty good crowd. A lot of people making the trip up from Paulding, and a lot of the Aces faithful here in the stands with us tonight as well. Again, the Aces crowd may be being a little quieter at the moment, but you'll hear them if there's a good play by Hicksville. Inbounds to Walter, and we're back underway. Van Horn. Inside to Bell. Bell in a triple team gets it out of there to Walter. Walter drives into the paint, puts it up off glass, no good. Van Horn with the rebound, and that's good. Drops for Van Horn. He's got 6 points now, and it's 36-12. Dager inside to Parrott. Ball knocked loose. Slapped back in, scooped up by Walter. Walter going to go to the hoop, put it up, no good. Put back, no, and then Wyatt Bell, no. Van Horn kicks it out to Deacon Bell. Bell will take it back out past the three-point arc. Guarded by Spear. He'll drive in, kick it back out. Walter. And back to Bell. Walter, guarded by Dager. Bounce pass to Van Horn. Van Horn to Deacon Bell, who puts it up off glass and good. That's 6 now for Deacon Bell as well unofficially. 36-14 with 1:30 to go. Grinnell loses it, gets it right before it goes over the line. He'll get it over to Meade. Meade to Parrott. Parrott knocked out of his hands, and he took a shot. And it'll be Ace's ball out of bounds with 1:13 to go. Walter gets the inbounds from Van Horn. And he'll bring it up the floor. Walter, bounce pass, Van Horn. Almost loses it. Back out to Walter. Walter inside to Bell. Bell loses the basketball, gets it back. Bell works his way through traffic, puts up a shot, no good. Ball's loose, it comes out in the hands of Grinnell. Grinnell holds up, pulls the trigger from three-point land, no good. Van Horn with the hoop, or with the board. 35 seconds, he gets it back to Walter. Walter crosses the timeline with 32. Van Horn, back to Walter, top of the key. Back to Van Horn, inside to Bell. Bell around Gonzalez, puts it up, draws the foul. 20 seconds left in the quarter. And Deacon Bell will be going to the line. That's the first team foul, I believe, for the Panthers. Leading 36-14, Bell will shoot 2. Misses the first one. Cyrus Swallows into the game for the Aces. Also coming back in, number 34, Connor Myers. Walters will step out, along with Wyatt Bell. Deacon hits the second one. Dager coming the other way, across the timeline with 15 seconds. Dager holds up on the wing, drives into the paint, puts up a runner, it's blocked. Out of bounds with 8.7 seconds. And Panthers need to send somebody over. There we go. Parrott gets the ball inbounds. Quick turnaround shot up. It's well short. Spear battling, gets it out to Parrott. Parrott drives to the hoop, but the buzzer sounds first. So that's the end of our third quarter, and after 3, it's the Panthers continuing to lead the Aces by 21 now. So the Aces have cut into that lead. It's 36-15 heading into the fourth and final quarter here tonight. Well, once again, we want to say a big thank you to one of our Diamond Level underwriting supporters making our coverage possible, underwriting all of our sports coverage for 2023 here on Hicksville Community Television. And that's our good friends over at ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio. ARC Solutions Incorporated, located on Industrial Drive. They have many, many solutions for business and industry. They design these tables and plasma cut. It's amazing to see what they are capable of doing, and it's right here in Hicksville, Ohio. You can find out more. Check them out online at www.arcsolinc.com. And we want to thank again Denny Vetter, all of the gang over at ARC Solutions. They're tremendous, tremendous supporters of the community and of Hicksville Community Television. And we want to thank them so very much again for their support again in 2023 as a Diamond Level underwriter. ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio, and online at www.arcsolinc.com. So the Aces are literally using every last second that they have available to them at this quarter break. They finally break huddle. They will have the ball to start the fourth quarter. Van Horn tosses it in to Deacon Bell, and we're underway. Bell being dogged a little bit by Dager, gets it over to Van Horn. Van Horn back to Bell. Over to Swallows. And back to Bell. Bell gets it to Van Horn. Van Horn, nothing there. Bell on the wing, who's going to put up a shot from just inside the three-point arc. That's going to be grabbed by Spear at the baseline. He's going to throw it back. And here comes Mans, and there goes Mans. Oh, Mans is going to be fouled by Bell. I thought Mans was going to take it to the hoop, but he tried to feed it off at the last minute. I think he was trying to get it to Grinnell. But he is fouled. That'll be team foul number 3 on Hicksville. And it'll be out of bounds baseline to the Panthers. Burns into Dager. Dager drives baseline. Flips it out on top to Spear. Spear back to Burns. Burns drives baseline. Now to Dager. Dager into the paint. Pull-up jumper up. No good. Out of bounds. Off of Bell, it's going to stay, or off of Deacon Bell, it's going to stay with the Panthers with 5:05 to go in regulation. Walter back in. Bell will step out. Burns gets it in to Spear. Spear back to Dager, top of the key. Dager is going to drive in, put it up, no good. Mans kicks it back out. Burns for 3, short. And Myers going to grab it for the Aces. Walters will get control of the ball and hold short of the timeline. He'll take it across half court. Van Horn on the wing. Van Horn guarded by Burns. Gets it back to Walters. Now to Swallows. Walters into the paint, back to Swallows, top of the key. Swallows bounce pass to Myers. Myers puts up the shot. No good. Van Horn's put back. Drops. Vincent Van Horn, 8 points for him tonight, and it's 36-17 with 4:08 to go. Spear gets the ball from Dager. Spear moving around into the paint, kicks it back out to Dager. Dager over to Spear. Now to Burns. Back to Spear. Spear for 3. In and out, no good. Oh, my goodness. And the rebound comes down into the hands of Hudson Wright. Wright will get it to Walter. Walter loses the dribble, but it's picked up. And now we're going to have that's going to be a foul, I think, on Mans. Going for the basketball, and he got a bit of the forearm. So that'll be, they put it up on the Aces side. So that's not correct. It should be team foul number 2 for Paulding. There we go. Swallows gets it into Walters. We're back in action with 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go in regulation. Fourth quarter action here in the 8th grade game. Into the game now, number 20, Curtis Wonderly to Myers. Myers shot partially blocked. Gonzalez going to take it the distance, lay it up and in. So Gonzalez adds to his point total. Wonderly gets the ball into Walter. Walter gets it to Myers and right back to Walter. Now he's going to battle towards the hoop, puts it up and in. Brody Walter, 4 points now for him, and it's 38-19. And Panthers didn't send somebody back to get the inbound, so their coach will burn a timeout with 2:47 left to go in our fourth quarter. Time for me to say a big thank you to our gold level underwriter, the Subway of Hicksville, Ohio. Subway of Hicksville, a great place to eat fresh and refresh. For Al and the gang, say go Aces. Download the app to your mobile device to take advantage of great in-app specials. Mobile ordering, you can have your food ready for you when you get there. Curbside pickup available as well. Subway of Hicksville, they're proud supporters, or sponsors rather, the Subway Player of the Game Award that we give out at the end of each boys and girls varsity basketball broadcast we cover here on Hicksville Community Television. I want to thank them so very much for their gold level support of all of our Aces Sports broadcasts. A great place to stop before or after the game or anytime, the Subway of Hicksville, Ohio. Spear, as we are back in action, guarded by Walter. Spear down into the corner. Shot up, and that's good for Parrott. That's Parrott's first points of the night to make it 40-19. Walter will work it around the perimeter. Swallows for three from the corner. Just off a little bit, no good. Dager grabs the rebound. Dager down into the corner to Grinnell. Grinnell for three. Oh, my. Myers puts it up on the other end, and no good. Ball's grabbed by Grinnell. He's off to the races, back down. He bounces it off of his foreleg, or his shin, I guess is what you'd call it. Anyway, bounces it off of his leg and out of bounds. Back to the Aces. Wonderly gets them all inbounds to Walter with 1:52. Walter, bounce pass back to Wonderly, and that's taken away by Dager. Come back the other way with the Panthers. Dager to Spear. Spear, one of the few Paulding guys who hasn't scored tonight. Spear kicks it back out. Shot up from Dager, and that's good for three. Walter with 1:14 inside to Swallows. Swallows puts it up, no good, off the glass. Ball's loose on the floor, and it's going to be a jump ball.
There was some confusion at the scores table on which possession.
I was about to say, they needed to sort out the possession arrow, which they did, and they also wanted to do substitutions, put Mans back into the game. 46-19, Paulding in the lead. And that's going to just go out of bounds. It'll be Ace's ball. With under a minute to go, 56.1 seconds. Inbounds to Walter. Bounce pass inside to Myers, stolen away. It's deflected by Mans into the hands of Mead. Mead and Spear, the only two Panthers who haven't scored tonight. Spear puts it up and doesn't get it. Myers feeds it over to Spear again. Spear puts it up, no good. He'll get it to Spear a third time. Spear tosses it off to the side, and that's off the side of the backboard to Spear. Spear for three, gets it! So that just leaves Mead as the only person who hasn't scored here tonight. And that one's stolen away. Mans, no good, and he goes all over the top of Walter. With 4.4 seconds, it's just about done here. Inbounds to Walter. Walter is going to pop. Oh, and it's no good. And your final score, 49-19. The Panthers win the 8th grade game here tonight. So I'm going to tabulate here quickly. And here we go with the final score. For the Aces, let's see, Walter finished the night with a couple of field goals for 4 points. Deacon Bell had 3 twos and a free throw for 7. And leading scorer for the Aces tonight, number 15, Vincent Van Horn. Van Horn with 4 field goals and 8 points unofficially tonight for the Aces 19. Over on the Paulding Panthers side, here we go. There were, let's see, Parrott was the low man with just a bucket for 2 points tonight. Spear had a 3-pointer for 3, and Grinnell also a 3-pointer for 3. Gonzalez had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 2-pointers, a 3-pointer, and 4 free throws to finish the night with 15. 14 for Mans tonight. He scored them all in the first half. He didn't have any scoring in the second half. And let's see, Dager had 2 threes for 6, and Burns had 2 threes for 6. So there you go, leading all scorers tonight, Gonzalez with 15. Mans also in double figures with 14. And leading scorer for the Aces tonight, Van Horn, with 8. So that's going to do it. And, hey, we want to say a big thank you once again to all of our underwriters making our coverage possible here tonight. They include the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Thanks to APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, and online at aptmfg.com/careers. The Hicksville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy in downtown Hicksville, Ohio. Phone 419-542-6218. And APT, or make that ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio, located in Hicksville's Industrial Park, and online at www.arcsolinc.com. Thanks to the Subway of Hicksville, our gold level underwriter, Subway of Hicksville, proud sponsors of the Subway Player of the Game Award. Thanks also to the Junior High Athletic Department for giving us the space and allowing us to be here with the live stream coverage for you this evening. And thanks to all of you for joining us. Again, hope you enjoyed the live action coming to you from the Auxiliary Gymnasium here tonight. So with that, we're going to wrap things up for this evening. And again, our next live stream comes your way Wednesday afternoon at 2 p.m. It'll be the big assembly taking place here at the school at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Our next sports live stream comes your way Thursday night here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel just before 6 o'clock. Girls basketball action with the Lady Aces hosting Antwerp. And so until we talk to you again at that time, once again, final scores tonight in the 7th grade game, 2 overtimes. And the Panthers beat the Aces 36-30. And here in the nightcap, the 8th grade game, Paulding also victorious 49-19. And with that, for Chris Warner operating the iPad Pro camera here tonight, I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television, wishing all of you a good night